Whose fault is that?
Okay, so
I'm not over giving the back though. Like for the generation that were working on and off part-time jobs, working X's and O's, being on the dole, a couple of jobs here and there the weekend, stuff like that. So it's just more something that a lot of my friends had to work like, or what they had to deal with when that album is set. And then also fucking we were us working 2 full-time jobs, and then in the evening or the weekends having to do the album, having to do the art, having to do music, the label stuff. So that was like working 2 jobs was, you know, very casual.
Yeah.
would you also go into the music side of things? I mean, is this hip hop, right? So would you also like be rap production or whatever, like, oh, it's casual as well? Is that also a part, an element too? Or is it just strictly the work, like this work, like the full-time part, like you were saying? Or does the music
No, I wouldn't be very like, oh, it's nothing. Nah, because like what we do, we put so much work in. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, of course, no.
When did you start doing when did you start with the album? Like, when did you start?
4 years ago, yeah. Yeah, that's when it originally started. But it wasn't like we started the album and we kept working on the album over the 4 years. We'd actually written 60% of this album before we put Wheel Up out. So Wheel Up came around, that kind of slowed things down with the album. Then we were touring the Wheel Up EP. That kind of slowed down the production on the album. So it was started 4 years ago, but we haven't been consistently working on it over the 4 years. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, we were chipping away at it.
There was a dip. Yeah, I think there was around 2015.
14 it started, yeah.
2014 it was kick in, but yeah, around 2013, 14 there was just a slow releases. I think it was kind of marking the end of some people's kind of output, or they're working towards it, and there was the younger guys or the younger girls, they weren't coming up just yet. So I would say about late 2014, 2015, there was more of a resurgence and more newer heads or people that we're still talking about now, you know.
And who are on that time? 2014.
2012, 2013 was the most active the Irish urban music scene had been in the guts of 10 years. There was a lot of stuff happening at that time. Working Class had come out with a lot of their records around that time. Paulie, ourselves with the Animators, AWOL. We just seen the tail end of the Class A's around that time. So it was really active in those 2 years, and then, as Mango says, it kind of fell off a cliff. And it wasn't until 2016 that things started to turn around and start to go on the up again.
What would be your idea? Like, obviously, like this, it's just for educational purposes. Like, what do you think might have caused that dip? How do you think we'll rise again?
I think people just got sick of it. Or not sick of it, but I think people got like sick of talking to a wall, banging their head against the wall. There was no infrastructure. There was no Slight Motif. There was no District magazine or Madfield or Sold Out. There was very little people kind of taking things as seriously, and there wasn't as much avenues. You couldn't put your music on Spotify. It was living on Bandcamp or maybe SoundCloud or forums, and there wasn't an acceptance in the mainstream media. So a lot of people who'd been going for quite a long couple of years, you know, they were doing amazing, doing better, but they were getting the same results. So I think the introduction of those things was a massive part to people.
What's your hot shot? Like, do you think that it's going to dip again, like it dipped around 2012, like you said? Do you think
No chance. No chance.
Okay.
The momentum is now fully behind what's happening in terms of Irish street and urban music. The landscape is completely different. Everything that Mango mentioned there, in terms of the problems and what didn't exist in 2014, 2015, and why it all fell off the cliff, fell off the shelf, that now exists. The infrastructure is starting to develop around the artistic community as well. Spotify have dedicated playlists for Ireland alone. All of these things help and they gather momentum both as a for individual artists, but also as a community. And then again, like you guys, we sit here today and we do an interview with you and a photo shoot. This didn't exist before. There's platforms now, there's outlets that help build and develop this scene to the point where it's just going to keep going and keep going. Because as much as we might inspire some other rapper or some other producer to start creating, you're now inspiring other photographers, journalists and other media outlets and platforms to go, okay, we love this, let's do something about it. So now, literally, this is the beginning of the next generation of Irish music.
No, because we've had full-time jobs and we made fucking casual work. Do you know what I mean? So if
don't be giving me any excuses where you can't create.
Exactly.
If you love this and you live for it and you have a passion for it, nothing is gonna stop you from doing that.
I was going to studio sessions. I was missing field nuts. I was going there with like fucking no money in my pocket, zero, like the worst shit going, no job, all that shit. And I'm still going out to fucking Scribblestown, out to the far arse of fucking Ongar to record with Rocky at the start of this. Do you know what I mean? The stuff that we've sacrificed to do that, you can do it. And if you want to do it, you'll do it, because hustle outdoes the talent every time, man.
You better believe it, yeah.